My name is Nassine Saps.
Let me ask you a question. Has anything ever happened to you that you couldn't explain? That made you feel sort of foolish when you tried to tell somebody about it? Well, if it has, you have plenty of company, as you'll soon see.
President Donald Trump got a warm welcome in Saudi Arabia Tuesday, even before Air Force One landed. It was accompanied on the way into Riyadh by several Saudi Arabian F-15s in a ceremonial honor escorting him into the royal airport. They literally rolled out the purple carpet for the president, and he was greeted by the Saudi Arabian Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who's the prime minister and de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia, who's become a very close friend and partner of President Trump, particularly in the second term. And they spent the better part of the day together, from ceremonial coffees and teas, an extended luncheon, meetings with business leaders.
What's going on, guys? Back with another video. So I got something here from a guy named Michael on X, and he says the real Mark Carney is starting to leak through the centrist facade. He believes in a global order that supersedes democracy and the rights of the individual. These are global authoritarians who want to remake their world in their image. It is important to listen closely.
So we're meeting now in that context in, as you just said, in hard times. We might say even a hinge moment of history, a world that's more dangerous and divided, a time where the rules-based international, the global order, rules-based global order is under threat, in a time when
Hear that? The rules-based global order is under threat. That's because people like you and me are waking up to it. Some people still haven't gotten the picture yet.
Technological change is accelerating. And we really have two choices as a jurisdiction, as a country in this circumstance. We can nostalgically look back and long for the old order to somehow return, or we can build a new one with purpose and partnership.
New world order.
And as the most European of the non-European countries, Canada looks first to the European Union.
According to this little snippet from the EU-Canada summit.
A world that's more dangerous and divided. A time where the rules-based international, the global order, rules-based global order is under threat, in a time when technological change is accelerating. And we really have two choices as a jurisdiction, as a country in this circumstance. We can nostalgically look back and long for the old order to somehow return, or we can build a new one with purpose and partnership. And as the most European of the non-European countries, Canada looks first to the European Union to build a better world.
I don't look to the European.
And that's what today is about. It's about building on our triple alignment of values, of interests, and of trust built over the years. And so today, this is a new era of cooperation. Our strategic Canada-EU or EU-Canada strategic partnership for the future will build a new and deeper relationship that brings us closer together, from defense to digital, from supply chains to security. We're launching comprehensive negotiations across multiple areas of cooperation, connection, trade, security, digital, climate. And this will make us both more resilient and more prosperous. In many respects, what we're committing to, from our perspective, Canada's perspective, is an ongoing process to an ever closer partnership that will bring our people closer together.
Okay, how many hands up, everyone? Who here voted for a new world order?
Right.
Okay, so that's none of us. None of us then? And yet this is exactly what Mark Carney is saying. He's saying that we're undertaking a new relationship with the European Union, who is, P.S., evil incarnate on the digital front, on the climate front, on
On the
messaging,
digital
on
front where they censor everything.
I mean, this is insane what we just heard here. This is insane. Nobody voted for this. I did not vote for this. No, I do not want this. I don't want European overlords determining what I here in Saskatchewan can do, or what you there in Alberta can do, or what you in across the country of Canada can do. I don't want this at all.
But he snuck in the climate stuff right at the end. And here's my problem with that.
Yeah.
Because Mark Carney has talked about this before he was a public figure in politics, when he was just a
civil servant,
a climate sabotage bankster with the UN and then GFANZ. The EU right now is implementing a carbon border adjustment mechanism, the CBAM. It's a carbon tariff. They're introducing this in 2026. And what this means is, and Carney has talked about this, if we are bringing in goods from places that don't have a carbon tax,
oh, they're going to add it.
We care so deeply about the environment that we are going to add it on inbound goods and then pass that cost along to the consumer, thus making everything more expensive, meaning that goods that are made in jurisdictions that don't have carbon taxes, like let's say the United States or China, well, they are not getting the benefit of that because the consumer is going to pay for it as though it had a carbon tax. We're putting a carbon tariff on that. And Mark Carney has mused about that. And that is particularly chilling since our largest trading partner does not have a carbon tax. Mark Carney is a carbon tax zealot. He's trying to figure out a new way to tax us. And if all of our inbound imported consumer goods have a carbon tax, well, then he's getting us, I guess, coming and going a little bit.
He is going to institute an even huger international carbon tax scheme that works across continents and borders. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Canada, you were sold a bill of goods that this guy cannot cash, and this is going to be a disaster for Canada. You mark our words.
The fake god of this world, the devil, okay? So what is the New World Order? It's pretty basic. Basically, New World Order is the devil's kingdom, okay? So what it is Jesus is God, and the devil is literally real, and a place called hell actually exists, and a place called heaven actually exists as well. And the people that are at the highest levels of influence, power, government, banking, everything, the ones that have seeming control over things, worship the devil. Literally. The devil is an actual literal creature with a mind that can speak and a voice. Okay? With a mind that can think, a voice, a mouth that can speak, an actual being. Okay? And these people worship that being as God. Okay? As God. They don't worship the real God. Okay? They're very religious people. And everything is about bringing up the New World Order into being. The New World Order is a suicidal, self-destructive, satanic world government system that the Antichrist, which is the devil, will be ruling over at some point in time, after this point in time. Okay? But it is a temporary kingdom set up in this reality in order to get as many people as possible to take the mark of the beast and die terrible, horrible deaths, okay? The New World Order isn't some forever kingdom that is going to last in this world. It is a temporary kingdom that is set up to trick men and women into worshiping the devil, into their own self-destruction. That's all it is. Devil worshippers do not understand this. Devil worshippers think that they will live forever in the world, worshiping the devil, having fun, killing babies, killing kids, killing other people, killing themselves, killing everything. And somehow, if they just worship the devil enough, if they just sacrifice enough people, if they murder enough babies, okay, if they commit terrible atrocities enough times, then the devil will love them, and the devil will give them a whole bunch of nice, good things, and they'll just live in the world forever and ever and ever and ever, and forever and forever and forever and forever, and forever and forever and forever and forever and forever and forever and forever. That is what devil worshippers believe. Okay? That is what they believe. That as long as they murder enough and do enough evil things, somehow good will come out of it. Nice, good things will come out of it. And from that point, they'll just be able to just live forever and be happy. That the more they worship the devil, the more good things they will get to themselves. The more they murder babies, the more good things will happen to them. Because they believe that the devils are going to treat them nicely and give them nice, good things and a nice, good life. And that they will be able to be God. Literally, that they will be God. That they will share in some kind of ascended godhood type of state. Okay? State of being. That somehow the devil has the power to transform them into these godlike beings that will never die and that will live forever in perpetual bliss and happiness. They just need to murder enough babies, though, to get it.